All right, just started the recording.
Oh, how's that?
All right,
There we go.
Amanda,
Hi.
how's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good. We're so happy that you could join us today.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
And
Yeah.
um, maybe we'd want to start with a little like introduction of sorts. You want to tell us?
Do you have it recording?
I pressed recording already.
Okay, cool. Cool.
We could, but it worked last time, so I think we're
Yeah.
good.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. So hi guys. My name is Amanda Salgado and I'm 24. I had my stroke this year in February on the 26th. And
Goodness.
it was an ischemic stroke. So technically I'm not a full year out yet, but the stroke it's not the first. I guess my like list of health issues kind of started back in 2014, so it's been an interesting process.
What happened in
in-
2014?
So in 2014, I was a freshman in undergrad, and I was living in the dorms there, and I had a seizure in my dorm.
Wow.
So my roommates got the paramedics to come, and I don't remember that. I just remember like starting lunch, sitting at my desk, and the next thing I remember was waking up in the ambulance. So I don't remember much of what happened in between.
Up when you were on your way to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
And so had that, and then it was about I think 3 months or so of different tests after to see if they could find anything. And I guess the last test they did, they actually were looking for an AVM, but they didn't find one.
They thought it was an AVM.
Yeah, I guess so. So I did like the EEGs and a bunch of different tests after that, but they never found anything that they thought would be like the explanation for it. So I never really got a clear explanation as to why that one probably happened. And at the time they were like, well, unless you have another one, we won't need to put you on any seizure medications. I was like, okay, that sounds good. Works for me. And so the last test that they did was an angiogram. I don't know if you guys have heard of those before.
I've had them done myself.
Yeah.
Handful.
That's why I wanted to ask if they did one of those and could find one. Okay.
Yeah, so they did that, and then within just like a few days after the angiogram, I noticed my left foot was hurting a lot when I walked, and it was after only like a few steps, it would start hurting a lot. So, and I was like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
And so I went to go look into that, and then they were like, oh, well, let's do an ultrasound. So they did an ultrasound on my right leg, and they found a blood clot in like my lower left leg. And they think it could have been caused by the angiogram.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting you say that, because I had a blood clot caused from an angiogram.
No way.
Interesting to hear that happened to someone else as well.
Yeah, so that was in beginning of 2015. So they put me on blood thinners then for about like 3 months or so to try to let it kind of run its course and go away. And so did that for about 3 months, and then that one luckily went away. And then I was good until 2016. And then in 2016, I got a DVT in my left leg.
What's a
Yeah, I was like, what's a DV?
So it stands for deep vein thrombosis. So it's technically like a pretty good sized blood clot in my left leg that I got.
So another blood clot, basically.
Mm-hmm. And that one, I kind of got like the same kind of pain that I had in my right foot when I had the first blood clot. And I was trying to her wait another like couple days, and my mom was like, do you think you could wait a couple more days? And I was like, no, I think I need to go to the urgent care. So went to the urgent care, and as soon as they sent me to the ER to get another ultrasound, I was like, oh, I think I know where this is headed. And
I've done
so
that before.
I went to the ER, and they were like, yep, you have the DVT. And they did some other tests, and they were like, oh, by the way, you also have like little clot in your lungs. So it turned to a pulmonary embolism.
Uh-huh.
So they were like, I'm surprised you don't have any like shortness of breath or anything.
Yeah.
And so technically, I guess it must have like split or something, or broken off or something like that. So I had that in 2016. And then I was clear again until 2020, this year, when I had the stroke.
And what caused the stroke?
That's not quite clear yet.
So are they still doing tests to kind of monitor, or it's more just
Yeah.
like,
It's kind of tricky because they call it a hypercoagulative state. So it's basically just saying that I clot easily. And they've been trying to find out since the first blood clot in 2015 why it is that it does that.
yeah.
And they've never really found a clear explanation for it. So kind of like a medical mystery, I guess you could say, for the past 6 years or so. And they were like, how are you 23 and getting an ischemic stroke?
That's a good question. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm just gonna end this recording really quickly and start another because I
Okay.
think I don't have to edit them and can just have them in the chunks. That'll be good.